Hey everybody, welcome back to Pit Stain Hobbies, current home of Spook Central, and me, Ian, your host, the dumbest modeling channel on all of YouTube. We're going to bumble our way through the next part of Ecto-1 from Fanhome. 1/8 scale, Ecto-1. Everybody knows Ecto-1. Who doesn't know Ecto-1? The most, if not the most, it's tied up there, top 2 or 3 most iconic movie vehicles of all time. Okay? Period. My opinion? Fight with me in the comments. I'm kidding. No fights. No fights. We're all friends here. Also, if anyone's interested, if you already started the Ecto previously or you want to start it now, hit those links below. It helps the channel. And thank you very much for watching. Here's where we left you last time in part 1. We got part of the engine done. I did, however, just for a little visual interest, I got bored. And I just tapped the top of those little bolt heads with a silver Sharpie. Because I'm pretty sure bolts were silver, but who knows? They could have been painted all blue. But either way, it makes it look a little more engine-y. But yeah, it's a fantastic piece. This is the crown jewel of this kit so far. It's this front end. That thing is amazing. It's prettier than I am, that's for damn sure. Okay, and we got our lovely, giant, heavy die-cast metal hood and our super weighty, could kill somebody if you hit it with a hockey stick at their head wheel. Nice, beefy parts. We're going to get into issue 4. Got a lot of engine stuff going on here. So we're gonna be, oh yeah, lots of engine parts. Lots of all that good stuff. So we're going to get right into that, and we'll be right back. Okay, so here's stage 7 parts. Nice big pack of parts we got here. Let's slice into that. Hold on, let's get a whiff of the fresh part smell. Don't we love that? There we go. Pull your tray out, and then always remember there's probably some bags of screws floating around the bottom of that bag. And again, we're going to go through at least once our carefuling process for unpacking these. Okay, you want to grab the corner outside and inside and just gently lift her up. There's a lot of little things in here, and I promise you, this plastic tray will act as quite the nice trampoline to fire these things into the stratosphere if you're not careful. Easy, Ian. There we go. Look at that. 0 defects. Hello. Okay, there's all our bits. We're going to start getting these out. I am going to tap just a few of these little bolts with a silver Sharpie, just because I'm a sadist. And I'm like, well, okay, add a little more detail here. Why not? I'm going to, yeah, I could do that when I put it on the block, or I could wait until afterwards. But I'm going to go ahead and do that now. I'll be right back. Okay, so not really a gotcha or anything. It's just orientation of this part. If you can see, there's a little more material to the right than the left of that center tab. You want to keep it that way when you bolt it to the back of the timing cover. And of course, you want to dip your screw in a tiny bit of 3-in-1 or similar oil, just to make sure you don't get any galling in the threads. It doesn't happen often. Once in a while, though, you will it will save your butt from a stripped or broken screw. There we go. So, whoop. Hey, okay, we've got one in so far. We're going to get that other screw in. I just wanted to make sure everyone knew that this part should look like that when you're done. So that tab a little further over to the left. Okay, that is all for now. Okay, so that's like step 1 done of the stage. We've got our water pump and our timing cover there bolted in inside the block right there. There's a little pin that locates in a little slot in here. Make sure you get that in this place. And on to the distributor and the valley cover. And we'll be right back. Okay, well, there's step 2 done. Everything sort of only goes together one way. It's mostly plastic. Well, it's all plastic screws, so nothing too difficult. Just take your time. And we've got the whole top of the engine and the valley cover and the intake manifold and the distributor cap all on there nice. Hey, if I mess up something, remember, Ian screwed up stickers right here. Like, comment, subscribe. And then my email's in the description below. When you're scrolling past the links to Fanhome, there we go. Okay, on to step 3. We'll be right back. Okay, so step 3 is all done. Now, when you're putting this little blue tube in this little silver, is this? Oh, I'm not even gonna. It's the fuel pump blower. Read the instructions, Ian. You want this little thing facing this way. You can screw it on facing the wrong way, but then when you go to bolt it onto here, it wouldn't fit anyway. So that'll catch you either way. But yeah, that's that for that. And now we're going to get the oil pan onto the engine block here. Right on the bottom there. Just like that. On those two posts. And we're going to get a couple little metal screws in there. And don't forget your 3-in-1 oil. We will be right back. Okay, all done with step 4. This is bolted in. This you're just placing in place for now. Oh, this thing's starting to look pretty freaking amazing. Okay, I'm getting excited. Like, I'm not always excited. Anyone watching this channel who doesn't realize I'm excited, you might need a cup of coffee. Wake up. I'm always excited. On to step 5. We got to get the engine mount put on here. And this is metal, so we're going to use some oil on the screws going in there. And let's see here. I think we're just about done with this stage 7. Be right back. Okay, well, part 7 is all done. More plastic trays. I got to set up a separate garbage bag for those. Save your spare screws off to the side. Here's our engine parts that we completed. And now we've got stage 8. Let's carefully open our bag. Don't play with knives, kids. Okay, here we go. Use safety scissors if you're, I should probably be using safety scissors, to be honest with you. I've been known to be slightly accident-prone on this channel. Let's hope none of my accidents ruin anything on this kit, because that would stink. Let's see here. Oh, our usual dance with the plastic snappy stuff. Again, especially dealing with this engine, lots of tiny parts here. There we go. Okay, not too much went flying. Couple things. Yep, see, it happens every time. You gotta be careful. All right, and we got all these little tiny little plastic bits. Lots of little things. Here's our other head and valve cover. Nice. We're gonna get cracked into here. We'll be right back. Okay, so step 1 is done. Really goes together exactly the same as in our part 1 build video. Exactly the same. So, a few little screws. Make sure you get that little ignition coil, the ignition wire bracket, or the spark plug wire bracket, into that place, and then pinch down the valve cover to hold it in place before you put in the first screw, and life will be good. On to... Ooh, exciting. Okay. Exciting. We're gonna bolt this little head and valve cover onto the other side of the engine block, and we will be right back. Okay, we're done with step 4. We've got the fuel pump in there. It's a little fiddly to get in, but everything only goes in one way. There's locating tabs. Yes, I tapped the top of that screw with a gold Sharpie paint marker, just because. There we go. I saw someone else do it, and peer pressure is peer pressure. Next is on to step 5. Okay, we got to slap together the ignition coil. And just in case, because I've been using tweezers, I mentioned them in the first video. Look at that. Fanhome gives you a set of metal toothpickers. No, you got tweezers with the kit. And yeah, they're fine. They're decent. I'm going to save these for another time. I have these. They're a little heavier duty, and they have a little bit of texturing on the inside of the teeth to make it less likely, although not impossible, for me to grab something and it squirt across the room at Mach 0.5. I've yet to break a sound barrier shooting apart across the garage, but I'm getting close. And then we're going to grab our little ignition coil thing there, and then there's a couple parts in this little baggie we're going to need. We'll be right back with that thing put together. There's not a whole lot to it. Okay, so we went through 5, and we got the ignition coil on, and then 6, and we got all the little spark plug leads on. Now, the wire if you want it to fit like fairly neatly, you just gotta trim a tiny bit off of there, and then it fits in, and it looks a little neater. Otherwise, it kind of bunches up and kinks a little. It's good they give you more wire than you need, and instead of not enough wire, tube, I guess. So that's a nice little touch. Next, it looks like we're going to start getting the starter motor and starter solenoid put in. I'm not reading this. Oh, yeah, starter motor. Yeah, bell housing, yeah. Starter motor, and then they say, and the solenoid. Wow, the instructions are dead on accurate for automotive components. No! Phone's making alarm noises. Okay, we'll be right back with that stuff done. Okay, I pretty much finished stage 8 at this point. I mean, little starter motor and the solenoid, they're pretty straightforward, just a few screws. Yes, I painted my spark plugs. I know, I've got problems. I saw it on a guy's website, so I had to paint them. There we go. Got a basically pretty much complete engine minus the front drive accessories. This thing is looking sweet. I'm loving this. Okay. Bags of screws. What am I losing here? I don't know. Something went flying. Okay, save your spare screws. We probably won't need them, but they're always good to keep handy. And all of our parts are done. And there goes our tray. And here comes stage 9. Very nice. Let's open her up, give that bag a little cesarean action, and take out that. And don't forget your little hardware baggies that come out of there. There we go. All right, don't let a cop pull you over on the side of the road with all those little Ziploc bags. Well, as long as they have screws in them, you're probably fine. And we got some more plastic clamshell. I'm becoming less and less patient with the clamshells as time progresses. But yeah, if you're not careful and patient and deliberate in opening these things, sooner or later something's gonna go. Ooh, we got an air cleaner. Ooh, it's a nice flat black finish too. Very nice. Okay, that's a nice touch. We got some more screws inside the clamshell and some itty bitty little plastic parts that would just love to take a trip across the garage floor. Absolutely love it. And let's see here. Yeah. Okay. Did I already? I don't know. We'll see. I don't see anything in this little thingabobber here. Hopefully, whatever. I checked all these packages before I started. Everything was here. So it's probably just migrated itself somewhere else in the package. We're going to start building the fast idle cam bracket. Oh, I couldn't have called that one myself. I had no idea what that was. Okay, we'll be right back. As I feared, I did drop a part when opening that clamshell. Like, really, really be really careful. Do this over, cover your entire table in double-sided tape. No, I just be very careful unpacking these things. We've got a few little bits to screw together. They're itty-bitty, but the instructions cover them perfectly. So we'll be right back after that. Warning from your fine host here at Pit Stain Hobbies. Don't drop bits on the floor. The carpet monster will eat them. Okay, here's steps 1 and 2. That's a complex little bit. Little fiddly. And then she's got a locating notch there. And that's just going to go right there. Carburetor base on the top of the intake. And that just presses right in. Lovely. And time to build up the air cleaner. Ooh, fun. We'll be right back. Okay, just a little highlight there. Do not forget to connect this fuel hose before you start dropping on parts of your air cleaner, because you will no longer be able to get to it. And then we're going to put this little feller on. There's got to be some orientation to this. Let's see. Oh, there is a small notch right there. And there is a little tab right there. So actually it'd be easier to just do it this way and then put her on there. There we go. Perfect. This is an easy one. Nice big fat notch. And that little guy right there. Perfecto. Okay. And then we're going to throw a DP... Oh, 09K goes in there first. That's this little itty bitty thing. Does it? Oh, that goes on top of the screw. We're going to save you for later. One DP screw coming up. Plastic going into screw going into the plastic, so no need for any special oil on that. Get it snug. And then we're going to throw in this little doohickey right in there. Just like, yeah. And let's push that down. Come on. Get in there. That's what I get for putting parts on live on camera. There, she's in. Okay. We're good. All right, there we go. Snaps into place nicely. Ooh, hello. Be careful handling your motor. There's lots of little bits of plastic on here. But yeah, that air cleaner, that looks to business. Quite nice. I'm very happy with this. This is sweet. Okay. And that's stage 9. Wow. Okay, we're humming right along. So we've used all our parts. Let's zoom back out a bit. There we go. And that's it for this. This issue 4 is going to be stage 10. Again, carefuling when unpacking your parts. Very carefully. You can see everything in there now. Make sure you see the same thing when you get the plastic clamshell open. Don't forget your screw bags. Check your baggies for any stragglers. And then, I don't know how many times I'm going to go through this and reiterate it, but snapping these things open is fraught with peril. Really, the hardest part of this build is opening up the packaging sometimes. That's really what it seems like. Because the instructions are quite good. Okay. And then it's like, lay it flat up. You can see things just want to jump around whenever this pops. See, that thing jumped out of there. This thing jumped out of somewhere. There's things jumping out all over the place. So you want to be very, very, very observant and careful opening up your bits and pieces. Okay, we're going to start putting stuff together. We'll be right back. Okay, so a little pro tip here. When you get the generator bracket on, do not fully tighten this thing yet. You could snug it a little bit, but it's going to need to be able to wiggle a tiny bit to adjust the generator mounting. So you could have it snug, but make sure you could still move it a little bit. Okay? Like, yeah. And, yeah, that's that for step 1. We're going to go down to step 2, building the generator pulley. Okay, fun. No alternator in this car. It's a generator. It's an older vehicle. Before alternators, well, they might have been invented, but they weren't in use on this. We'll be right back. Okay, our generator's in. You want to get that one tightened down all the way. That one, don't super tight it, but once you get this guy down, you can tighten this. And then once this is aligned and nice and straight, then you can go ahead and tighten down these final 2 screws. Ooh, okay, that was a little bit of work. So now, what are we doing here? Generators attached? Oh, water pump housing. Okay, fun. We'll start getting this thing put together. We'll be right back. Okay, and we're done with stage 10. Officially tossing that plastic. There we go. Oh, look at that. The oil filter on there, part of the water filter neck. Oh God. Oh no. The water pump housing. More of the water pump housing. So there we go. We got some more stuff. There's a couple more stages of engine bits after this, but this is great. Okay, so let me just zoom in. Let's come closer. Let's have a little chat about this engine. The engine's beautiful. I love the engine. There's a lot of fairly delicate parts on here. Do not manhandle the engine. Now, my near vision and dexterity, one of my friends made the same comment about dexterity. Yeah, it's a little fiddly. Take your time. If you need to, use your magnifiers. Oh, I lost the lenses again. That's what you get for $12 on Amazon. But yeah, I mean, take your time. You don't have to paint your spark plugs. I'm a psychopath. Do not follow my footsteps if you value your sanity. But come on, focus. This is it's a dark blue with my black background. If I had something lighter behind it, there we go. Focus is much better. I should flip my entire cutting mat over to the light gray side. It might make this build a little easier on the camera. That is. Look at that thing, and you can see there you get the little throttle arm. The air cleaner's tilted forward a tiny bit. That's cool. That is a very nice engine. Okay, well, there we go. That's it for issue 4. And there we have it. I love looking at this thing. It's just, that's awesome. Okay, everybody. Well, thank you for joining us. That was fun. The great thing about these type of models is, you can come down here for a few hours on a weeknight and get a decent amount of progress done. If I wasn't painting spark plugs and filming, I would have been in and out of here in about 2 hours for issue 4, maybe 2.5. But I dilly-dally, take a sip of water, ooh, look over there, what's that? Oh, I'm going to put a new sticker on my computer over there, whatever. But if you let me know what you thought in the comments. And if I did screw something up or made a mistake in calling some part out or some component name, like, comment, subscribe, and my email is in the description. And if you're in the continental United States, then free sticker for you. But again, thank you for watching us building the Fanhome Ecto-1. Links in the description below. Follow the links, helps the channel. There's not a lot this channel does to help me except have an outlet for my hobbies. So, whatever help is possible is always appreciated. But either way, thanks everybody for watching. Thanks Fanhome for bringing this model back. I'm so happy I'm finally able to start building it. And we'll see you next time on the next time on the dumbest modeling channel on all of YouTube, Pit Stain Hobbies. Adios, everybody.